Welcome back to the DHOpen Summer D3. This is the group D2. This is group stage number 3. This is the winners match for Group A. Taeja taking down Horston 2-0 and Haz winning a nail biter series versus Stardust 2-1. In the first game, we had Taeja win with Widow Mines versus Blink. In with Widow Mines Marine versus Blink, one base Blink all in of Oz. And so in the game 2 in the top right, we have for Team Liquid, Taeja. And the top left, his opponent, will he have a cheeky enough build to beat Taeja, or might play straight up macro? We have Oz. So, yeah. I always like the builds of Oz, but last game was a little bit too old school for me. Blink not really cutting it these days, and it is what it is. But like I said in the last game, I think Oz's execution was started to be really good once he was out of it. This first few engagements. Especially when the 3 Widow Mines blew up, I think it hit Huz hard, and he was just too slow to react. And the freaking guy with the lawnmower! It's Sunday, go do something fun! What the hell? I'm just kidding. Alright, so we have Oz adding 1 gas. No signs of second gas just yet. Taeja going for the good old. Is this this is a gas first gas? This is a gas first build, and it's aggressive. That's actually what I was saying earlier in the first game. I've been struggling versus aliens and just aggressive Terran builds as a Protoss myself, and so maybe Oz will blow us away with an amazing defense, or maybe he will crumble to Taeja's aggression. You can't resist to Taeja. The Taeja hype is real. I'm not going for Reaper, just going for Marine. I think after 2 Marines, he's going to add an add-on. Oz also choosing not to scout. And I think it's one of those situations where you kind of regret not scouting, because gas first is important to know. It's just so much more aggressive than anything else, and it takes a while to scout it. Oz starting his Stalker first, then the Mothership Core, cornering the Mothership Core, adding the second gas, and a Pylon shortly after. And he will scout with the Mothership Core, and I guess it's one of those maps where the distance between the mains are actually pretty short, and so I think it's okay not to scout. If he... I mean, Oz is Oz, he's this far into the tournament because he knows what he's doing, and so he's probably played out this build a few hundred times and is comfortable doing so. Oz adding his second Stalker, mining from his 2 gases, will have enough gas right about now to add a Robo if that's what he decides to do, or maybe he likes to play a little bit more reactionary and he's going to wait to see what Taeja is up to. Taeja smelling the Mothership Core Scout. Oh, and the Widow Mine takes out the Stalker at the front. Oh, after losing last game, Oz is probably very annoyed, to get first blooded like that. In 2 aliens moving out, 1 more alien being produced, Widow Mine and the Marines are being loaded up. And so there's going to be 3, and it's hard for, well, I guess it's not going to be hard for Oz now, but I don't know if, I've seen San versus Balloon retreat the probes into the main, but Oz not deciding to do that, and Oz only on 1 gate right now. The Widow Mine unloading at the ramp and the Fog of War. So Oz doesn't know about this Widow Mine. Is it in... well, now he knows because he sees it on the ground, and he also has an observer. So the aliens coming in, and Taeja's execution... is a little bit all over the place. He's going to lose the medevac. And also one of the... Wait, it's only 2 aliens? I guess it's a different build. Some people prefer more aliens, and they actually go for the Stalkers. They kill more Stalkers. Oh, Taeja managing to save one of those aliens. gonna suicide the last one. So if we look at the units lost, we have 6 Marine, a Medevac, an Alien, and a Widow Mine, and 3 Stalkers, and 8 probes. 8 probes is quite a lot, you know, versus Terran. You need to be 8 to 10 probes ahead, and right now Oz is only 2 probes ahead. Now, for Taeja, with a gas first build, your command center is a lot more delayed because, you know, you get the factory, you get the starport. Those cost a lot of money, and so Oz will be able to get back into it because, you know, when you're building an orbital command, you can't make more CVs for the time being. The add-ons were prepared from the factory and the starport, and the barracks are now landed, and we'll see STEM and concussive shell in the reactor also for the starport. So Taeja is going to have 1 Medevac, loading it up, going to try to buy some time. It would have been a nice opportunity for Oz to counterattack. Of course, the Widow Mine would have been annoying, but no, Oz deciding to go for a third base off 2 gates and a robo, and also adds a robotic and a Twi console. So he's going to have Colossus, he's going to have Blink, and he's going to have a third base. Third base not spotted for Taeja. Now moving in with stimless Marines, is forced to lift away versus a photon overcharge. Sometimes versus photon overcharge you can just stem through, kill like 4 or 5 probes, and then just let the bio die or try to retrieve whatever you can, you know, with stem. But without stem it takes a while to like actually walk in, and so that was the right move for Taeja. Taeja now sniping one of the 3 observers, well, now 2 observers remaining for Oz. And that's always nice to snipe the observers because this map is wide. If we look at the Oz vision, he has an observer here keeping track of where the army is going. He has an observer there just moving in position to see if he's being dropped in the main. And now the third is under siege for Oz. The third is under siege and his army is quite small. There's 1 Colossus joining his army. That's 3 Marauders and a lot of Marines. The Widow Mine a little bit out of position and no, close enough to snipe one of the Stalkers. The Colossus is enough damage. Where's the Mothership Core? Do we have Photon Overcharge? Photon Overcharge is not available for the third base. The third base under fire will go down. That's a nice pickup for Taeja. And Taeja behind 2 workers, which what I was saying earlier is really not enough. One observer at the front trying to keep track of the Medevacs, but gets scanned, and Taeja or Oz only 1 observer remaining. Not enough sentry energy to force field the whole ramp, and one of the Colossus is being microed back, still alive. No, gets taken out. The second Colossus being charged by Taeja, and Oz taps out. Taeja takes out Oz 2-0 to go on